Greetings, esteemed audience. Welcome back to our channel. Ever wondered about the curious behavior of narcissists when communication ceases? Today, we delve into this intriguing subject, offering insights into the mindset of self-absorbed individuals when faced with silence. The dynamics of going no contact can vary significantly, influenced by the depth of your connection with the narcissist and the duration of your association. Our aim today is to dissect these intricacies, equipping you with a nuanced understanding of the ramifications when you opt to sever communication with such individuals. Upon ceasing communication with a narcissist, their response typically follows a predictable pattern. They expect you to initiate dialogue, absolving themselves of responsibility. Initially, they exude confidence, believing they possess the power to sway your resolve, viewing themselves as superior and you as emotionally vulnerable. They wager on manipulating your emotions to lure you back into their orbit. What makes them think that way? Of course, they see you as the passionate and caring one, which they see as flaws. They think that your feelings will get the best of you, making you give in to their charms sooner or later. Because of this, it's very important to stick to your choice of not talking to them at all. This means not talking to them in any way, even on special days like their birthday or the birthday of their mother, with whom you might get along well. When you tell a narcissist you won't talk to them again, you're basically ending the friendship. But don't think that your departure will have a big effect on them. Because they don't care about you, they won't lose sleep over your health. Instead, they quickly move on to find approval and attention from other people, and while they're still with you, they'll often start dating someone else. Their fear of being alone makes them look for new people all the time. Now that you're not around, they're focusing on their new source and enjoying the thrill of something new. They also keep other choices open in case things go badly with the new person. During this time, they don't care about your well-being. But if their new project fails or if they run into problems, they might change their minds. People who are narcissists usually don't care about closure because they like having options. They might not give up until there is a big fight. Narcissists don't always come back, but a lot of them do, especially if they think something valuable is still within reach, like closeness, money, or social status. They might try to get back into your life to get what they want, especially if they think they can get something from it. They try to get you back into the relationship by doing things like hoovering. This usually happens when they get tired of their current supply or think that enough time has passed for you to forget about the bad treatment they received in the past. Let's say you cut off touch with them because you found out they were manipulating you or thought they were cheating on you. The narcissist will wait, then shift their attention to a different person, and then try to get back into your life. This is the start of hoovering, which includes texts like, "How have you been?" or "Long time no talk," as they try to get back in touch with you without talking about problems from the past. It can be shocking to find out that the narcissist is lying and breaking promises. Their once charming behavior and promises of a bright future together turn out to be lies, leaving you heartbroken. When you decide to stop talking to someone, you throw yourself into a deep emotional hole without any safety net. You have to deal with the disappointment of a love you really believed in. Afterward, things are rough, and you're left broken, confused, and wondering how the narcissist could go from showing love to not caring. As soon as they realize they have you, the act of love starts to fade. They give up the act because they're sure they have earned your respect. Then, they start looking for new targets, treating partnerships like a game they need to win. Narcissists have endless wants and needs and are always looking for new experiences and approval, even if they are happy with their current situation. They keep you available in case something goes wrong. When you figure out they're playing tricks on you and decide to cut ties, narcissists quickly move on to someone else. But here's the catch: they'll probably try to get you back at some time. The question, do narcissists feel the absence during no contact, comes up a lot. It's important to understand that a narcissist has a very different way of thinking than you do. They may long for the good things you did for them, but not for you as a person or as their partner. They wouldn't risk losing you to someone else if they really loved you. Trust me, I've seen enough to know that a narcissist would never give up someone they cared about. Narcissists always put themselves first, even if they show a little love or care. They won't even think about your well-being because they'll be so focused on their new source of attention. Many narcissists think that you'll always be waiting for them to come back because they're sure that no one else can compare to how attractive you were to them in the first place. They are telling themselves this story. But what really throws a narcissist off is finding out you're starting a new love journey. Then it hits them: someone else is now enjoying the attention they used to get. What they do depends on how busy their life is. If you have a lot of fans around you, they probably won't pay attention to what you're doing. These people will try to catch you again when you're upset or feeling alone, though. Narcissists use a lot of different techniques, such as flattery, and try to make you feel desire again. But when a narcissist tries to get your love back, think about this: if they really loved or cared about you, would they have put your relationship at risk in the first place? If someone really cared about you, they would have tried to solve problems instead of disappearing and then coming back later. If you cut ties with a narcissist and they don't try to get in touch with you for a long time, it could mean that their connection wasn't as strong as they said it was. Keep in mind that narcissists put themselves first. If they try to get back into your life, it's usually because they failed somewhere else or have lingering wishes. They might be trying to see how easy it is for them to control you by seeing every contact as a chance to see how weak you are. Think about the lies, trickery, and possible betrayals that happened in the past. They probably told a skewed version of the truth to hide what they really wanted to do. Putting up with their appearance keeps the toxic cycle going. Even though they might use how beautiful they are to try to get you to like them, looks don't always mean real worth. Neither narcissists nor non-narcissists are always attractive. However, narcissists may use their looks to manipulate others, often catching them off guard. But letting a narcissist back into your life will only make the abuse happen again. Even though they might act differently for a short time, the problems will come back. They'll start avoiding you again and might even do something dishonest behind your back. In addition, they'll see your agreement as a sign of weakness or gullibility, which will reinforce their belief that you'll always be available to them, even if they argue with you or try to cut ties with you later. Going back to a narcissist over and over again shows that you are desperate. Each time you make peace with them, it shows that you accept their behavior, which makes them see you less highly. Relationship problems must be dealt with straight from the start. Even though it's normal to disagree and sometimes you need room, being apart for a long time can hurt the relationship. During these times, both people may be busy with other things, which could cause problems when they get back together, like worries about new connections they made during the break. If trying to make peace and find common ground doesn't work, it could mean that the relationship can't last. This is especially important in close relationships or marriages with kids, where settling disagreements is very important for their health. Children are deeply affected by how their parents interact with each other, which shows how important it is to look out for their well-being. Also, it's important to think about what will happen after you do something. Unfortunately, a lot of people act without thinking about the bigger effects, like how it will affect their family. If you choose no contact, all links must be severed for good. As you say goodbye, realize that the relationship is unhealthy, and understand that any brief moments of happiness were overshadowed by problems. Healthy relationships are built on trust, and living in constant fear of mental harm is not a healthy way to live. Not contacting someone may be hard at times and leave you feeling alone, but it's much better than staying in a bad relationship. Allowing a narcissist to cross limits over and over again will eventually lead to a breaking point that forces one person to leave. Always keep in mind that life is short, and spending time with the wrong people can be a big mistake. Put discernment first in your relationships and protect your time from people who aren't honest or who use gaslighting. Instead, look for connections with mature people who value open conversation and working together to get through life's challenges. If you want to use the no-contact method with a narcissist, you might want to try the gray rock technique. For this method to work, you have to stay emotionally distant and unresponsive, which makes you less appealing to them. Block them on all platforms and don't say anything if someone from their group contacts you. If you co-parent with a narcissist, you must carefully follow the law when it comes to how you talk to each other and who has custody of your children. We hope this video has given you some useful information. If you thought it was helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more helpful videos. You can also read about the free book and one-on-one consultation in the details below. Thanks for watching.